This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with 303 Face Body. Since 2010, this award-winning organic spa quality face and body product line has helped you maintain your best natural self. I'm joined here with Marci, Lundy, who is the founder and CEO. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, Gary. It's nice to be here.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You were formerly educated at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. You were really a native of California when you moved to my home state of Colorado years ago. Share with me a little bit how the need for hydrated skin was your motivation for starting your own business.
Sure thing. Yeah, so I moved here April 2010 with my then fiance. And the first thing I noticed was how dry it was in California at sea level. You know, the climate was pretty easy to navigate skin wise, but here instantly just dryness. So I was buying different products with no success with those. So I said, you know what? I've been looking at 17 since I was a kid. I'm going to take that knowledge that I remember from there, as well as what I know about organic skincare products, just things like shea butter, coconut oil. I said, you know, I'm going to have a little fun and see what I create. I started off, I just started off test driving things, testing them on my family. The feedback was great and honest. And so I said, okay, you know, I'll try a couple of local craft fairs. That worked well. And then it took off from there.
That is excellent. Thank goodness for family. Always willing to be the guinea pigs on the front, helping us out, helping us start entrepreneurs, start businesses out there. I mean, our face is the first thing that everyone sees. When we look our best, would you say we feel our best too?
Oh, I certainly would. I mean, you know, the confidence level when you know that you're looking your best is through the roof. And 303 Face Body was designed to show you that, you know, you don't have to really pour on the makeup. It's about enhancing what you naturally have. And I just feel like, you know, I don't want you to clog your pores with lots of makeup and powders. And so this is just a fresh routine that you can do, whether you are just going to be at home relaxing for the day or you have a lot to do and need to be out and about. The regimen is simple and one that people can keep up with.
That is exciting. I mean, the importance of self-care is definitely trendy. Do you feel it is important for you to do your part in educating others about taking care of themselves?
I do. I mean, as a business owner, I feel like you have to be responsible and honest with your clients. And so for me, when I started, this is really important to make sure it was natural. Just because as a consumer, I never wanted to purchase anything where I didn't understand what that product was. And so the products in 303 have no more than 3 to 5 ingredients. It's going to be products that the consumer has heard of before. And it's important to be transparent. Like I use everything that I make. I want to make sure that people know I'm just not trying to push something that I don't believe in. It was just super important for me to let people know that I believe in and use what I created.
So education and transparency, huge for your company. I mean, some of these natural solutions have been around for centuries, yet we in the West were kind of slow to adopt them. How has becoming a doctor of Chinese medicine elevated what you offer, and was that important for you?
It was, you know, during the pandemic, I found myself, like a lot of other people, twiddling my thumbs, and I wanted to make good use of my time. And so that is when I went to school to learn more first about Durissimo, and then I went into the healing concept of Chinese medicine. And, you know, I said, this is really helpful for me as the creator of this brand. I can give a point of view from not only the outside, but from the inside. That was super important to me. And just to, you know, school myself and make sure that I am better equipped with information that I can share with others.
Excellent. I mean, you provide a nature-based beauty line really for all seasons. What is nature-based? And you handpick your products that meet that criteria that end up on your website.
Yes. So nature-based means, you know, literally organic. I always say you could eat my products. I don't suggest it, but if if you happen to, you'll live. You'll be okay. And it was just important to have things that, especially living in Colorado, it's such a beautiful state, and it was very fun to collaborate with different local companies, from my wellness teas to buying shea butter and things of that nature, and things that even the people that I've purchased it from, they have their own farms or things like that, and everything comes from the earth. Just continuing with that organic and natural feel.
Interesting. So let's start off first of all with what you have for the smile on our face, our lips. Let's start with our lips, lip masks, scrubs, rock candy balm. I mean, share with me how these some of these products are able to help our lips.
Absolutely. Well, as a consumer, I know that a lot of the ways that companies got me was something that was in great packaging as well as a fun name. And I said, I'm going to do that with my own. So rock candy, who doesn't want something that's sweet that they put on their lips? And this is totally edible if you eat it, and it's totally fine. So it's just something to put on your lips to help with the chapped lips that we can have here in Colorado at any time of the year. And, balms. So after you have done the process of scrubbing and loosening the lips, this is something to put on your lips in the day, afternoon, evening, to help the lips stay moisturized and fresh so that you don't go back to that chapped, lip nature that is very likely here or anywhere really if you don't take care of them.
Not only the elements out there are tough on our lips, but we're tough on our lips. We're biting them and doing everything else. You have dozens of products to choose from. And when it comes to our face, you really have many. I mean, facial gel, corrective serum, setting mist, toners, tonic, cleansers, and polish. Where does one start? What would you recommend with? I mean, it can seem a little bit overwhelming for people.
Sure. Well, I always say, what is your initial concern? If you have a problem area on your face, or you are in a dry climate or a climate with a lot of humidity, I always say start where your initial concern is. And if you just happen to be someone that loves beauty products, come on in. The 303 Face site is your oyster. So then just whatever speaks to you, go for it. But I stand behind everything and literally use everything.
So why pick one? Choose a little bit of each and see what it does for you. From the soap we use every day to the moisturizer we protect our skin with, I mean, this all affects the health of our skin. Is it important that we are intentional and informed in our choices when it comes to our skin?
Yes, it is. And, the information is out there, but if you aren't sure, I always have my site open to people who need information and need help. They're not sure where to start. And so I have a chat feature, as well as they can send me an email through the contact form on the 303 Face Body site, where we can connect and they can tell me what's going on with their skin, and I can definitely help and let them know what might be best.
Very nice. You've got a chat right there on the side as well. I mean, let's face it, self-care is healthcare. You provide bath soak products to full body products that truly support our well-being. I mean, this is more than just products. This is really mindset as well, would you say?
It is 100%. I mean, if you aren't in 100%, and I can't fault you if you aren't, but what happens is if you say, you know what, I'm taking care of my skin, I'm drinking the wellness teas to calm myself, and it builds and it becomes a lifestyle. And that's what I want for everyone. I want everyone to do self-care first and foremost. And so I offer the teas, I offer journaling. It's just important to take care of yourself, because ultimately, when we go into the world,
all of those things, like you say, it's our lifestyle that keeps us healthy, and obviously you're doing a great job of that. Understanding the importance of natural products is vital. Is your blog as well as podcast an enjoyable way for you to educate your clients? Tell us a little bit more about that.
It is. It's such a great way to stay in touch and, be able to offer new and fresh ideas with the podcast. Beauty's Aging Gracefully, it was important for me to express that, a lot of women feel like once they're over 25, that they have little to offer, or society tells them that. And I just wanted them to know, if you take care of yourself outside in, inside out, you're fine. And it's a whole process and it's manageable. So it's really important for me to stay connected with.
Great place to find information and really keep in the loop of what you're offering out there. As the founder of Kindness Rocks in the City, is your way of giving back, is that kind of your way of giving back? And explain how spreading kindness is also part of your mission.
Yeah, on this lifestyle journey, I think it's so important to pay it forward in love. And that's how Kindness Rocks in the City was born. And, it's just so simple, especially living right here in downtown Denver. People they're out and busy. They're not expecting to see a kindness rock with an encouraging word. And for me, it was just a nice way to put something positive into the world, because I feel like we need that every day. And it's something that I really am passionate about and have been doing for about 5 years now.
Excellent. Marci, you have been able to incorporate your love of photography, wellness, and self-care really all into your business. Is this rewarding work for you?
Oh, it is. It is, Greg. I couldn't express it enough how rewarding it is. When I got into it, it was just for the idea of helping someone with skincare issues. But this is something I believe in, and I think that's why it's so easy for me to maintain this, because I believe in it and practice it myself.
Excellent. Great story, and I'm very glad to push it out there for my viewers. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen, and we'll basically see her website. On the website, you can see all the great products she provides. You can also find her blog, as well as podcasts, where you can learn more about Beauty's Aging Gracefully. Once again, that is 303 Face Body, helping you find your way to self-care and natural beauty. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.